Welcome back for another wee bonus episode of Let Me Be Frank podcast. We, with myself, Simon Houston, Frank McAvennie, we're going to look ahead briefly to Sunday, Ibrox, but we need to look back as well to a pretty shambolic couple of days. We do, aye. And where they both are, where Celtic and Rangers are.
Worse off than last year, that's for sure.
No.
I think looking at Rangers, the team's not as good as. I mean, no matter what they say, they were finished second in the league list, but they done well in Europe. Mm-hmm. We done well in Europe last year. We got some great results. Possibly should have beat Bayern Munich.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the two performances last week and the week before.
Yeah. So
is disgraceful for.
From a Celtic perspective, you and I sat here a few days after the cup final when they couldn't break down a decidedly average Aberdeen team.
Yeah.
Right. And you always talk about the time they got a corner kick and the ball ended up back with the keeper. Right?
Yeah, terrible.
So after that game at Hampden, everybody's thinking, right, okay, well that was a low point, but they'll go and spend money, they'll improve the team and they'll challenge in Europe, but the team's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
There's injuries and
they didn't look like breaking that team down.
No.
Didn't look like
they looked void of. They looked so scared to lose the ball,
no.
And I don't think.
Did you think Maeda was going to score when he was going through and he put it over the bar?
No, I didn't. I don't understand why he would just take it. The guy's coming down the right hand side, cut across him, and he can't.
Yeah.
Just take it on his right foot. Listen, he scored goals. He can run. He's not a striker. He's not an out-and-out striker. I'd play him there at the moment because, or I'd maybe give I can't remember the boy's name now.
You're talking about Shin Yamada.
Yeah.
He's looked okay.
But he needs game time. He's got the same kind of runs. Maybe that's what's not. Listen, when Kyogo was there, I'm looking at Kyogo and the runs he was making, he was getting fed up. That was why he's left.
Yeah.
Because he was getting fed up because the boys weren't going, they were not finding him. And you've got to sometimes have, when you've got Jota and players of that and Kuhn, they were finding passes. When a guy, there's nothing worse than a centre forward or a striker making runs and not getting an attempted pass.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
So in summary, we all know Celtic gambled, Celtic board gambled. That squad's good enough to scrape into the Champions League. And it's backfired spectacular. So they've now gone from a situation with loads and loads of money in the bank. Mm-hmm. They're now losing money. They've lost a lot of money by not qualifying. People are looking at the signings that they made last year, and Ida, who's probably now away at Swansea. Engels was really disappointing the other night.
Yeah.
How many times did they hit
corner kick hit the front
delivery?
Man. Terrible.
He couldn't get it over the front man.
Terrible.
£20 million worth of assets there that people are thinking, well,
and he doesn't fancy Trusty.
I know.
That's another $5 million.
I know. Right, so do you hear my theory on Brendan Rodgers? So he's away next summer.
Right, okay.
He is thinking about his legacy. I think that he would be thinking, if Celtic did make it into the Champions League, they'd probably end up getting battered senseless.
By that team,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Now they're in the Europa League. Spend a few quid, get a couple of decent players in, have a run in the Europa League, maybe get to quarterfinals or semi-finals, win a treble. He leaves next summer as a hero. Controversial as it may be, I think he might be quite content because I don't think he's looking at Celtic beyond next summer. And I think if he's thinking maybe there's a chance of a European trophy.
I think he should have been back by now. I just think I think Brendan would have be thinking about anything like that if he'd been back. I think everything he's saying, everything he's saying suggests he's away next summer. He's not hanging up. Now, but we've had. We've sold strikers and we've not replaced it.
Mm-hmm. No.
You can't do that.
I thought he'd be screaming from the rooftops a lot more than he has been.
Well, I think he has. There's no way he doesn't want players, and that team there is not good enough.
Obviously wants players.
That team. When you get Tony Ralston and Carter Vickers, to be fair, Vickers has not kicked the ball.
Yeah.
And you get Scales who's not, and Tierney. He must be going, what's happening? He's playing 60 minutes, 70 minutes.
Well, you got to hope that
he's going
playing 90 minutes
he's
before
going
long.
down the wing and he's getting the ball over, and I'm going, the only one of these crosses has been scored, and it wasn't a striker.
It was the morning after Kazakhstan, from a Celtic supporting perspective, was as low as it's been since lockdown or since the COVID season. And then obviously, so the Rangers got hammered in in Belgium, and you think, well, so it's not that bad because they're both not.
It's
in the
embarrassing
Champions
for
League.
Scottish football.
It is embarrassing for Scottish football, but you're just thinking, why has it come to that? Why did they gamble?
I don't get it.
Why did they not
But
just spend a few quid, get past this team, get into the group stages? Something.
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, Rangers went out and got striker from.
So Majowski's just signed for £2.6 million from. He's a good player, by the way. He's a good player.
Don't sign anyone. I thought sure when it's Celtic. Apparently, it was between Celtic and Rangers. Now, I'm going to have a right go to the board if that's the case. Why do you not go and spend them?
Unless between now and the window shutting, which is pretty soon, they've got something up their sleeve.
How many times have we been sitting here saying that?
Well, yeah, I know that. I know.
It's ridiculous.
So what are they doing with the money? What are the board doing with that money? What are they doing with £100 million? I saw a comment about somebody saying
you sell Kyogo.
heated
You sell
driveways.
Kyogo. Long time ago now.
Yeah.
We've not replaced him.
Yeah.
Idea is a project.
Right.
I think Scales was a project as well, and I think the boy's done all right, but he's not up there when it comes to that. I think he's a better left back than what he is centre half. I mean, to be fair to the boy, it doesn't. He's not without trying. Let's say that.
Have you got any sympathy? What's your thoughts on Russell Martin at the moment? I mean, the guy must just want to go out and open up and swallow him.
Well, listen, I've not got any sympathy for managers. I like the boy Raskin. He's sitting on the bench. Dessers, no matter how they're divided about him, he runs and causes problems to defenders. Scored a lot of goals. So that's two players that you've got on the bench when you could really need them.
Yeah. Majowski's going to go into that team and score goals.
Of course he will, but it's the situation is. I had high hopes for Celtic with Adam Ida. I really did. I thought
he's been a disappointment.
And this attitude that he's got. Listen, see, when you're playing against someone and the guy's 38-year-old. It was his birthday down
the big Kazakhstan centre-half, the big one,
I would be saying to him right for the start, big man, I'm going to run your legs off you tonight. I would just wouldn't give him a minute.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. Ida was there. And it was easy for the big centre-half just coming right at him.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go, come on, big man, let's go for a run and take him over and tire him out, you know. He does no slow.
And the big man took his penalty as well, very well. Is there any point going into that shootout that you thought Celtic were going to win it?
I just don't understand why they never put Engels first. He's a penalty taker.
I know.
And then McGregor used to be a penalty taker. Put him next. That's 2 goals.
Yeah. But you think Adam Ida arrived at Celtic as a penalty taker? And before Engels...
That was the worst penalty. Him and McAvennie, listen, I know he's a big Celtic fan, but McAvennie's a terrible penalty.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
You know, and
then when Dyson goes up at the end, I was switching the telly off at that point. There was no chance he was scoring. No chance.
No. I just don't get it. I mean, you put Engels up, score a goal, put them under pressure. Now you're 1 up.
I know.
They've got to score.
I know. And Celtic won the toss.
If the boy went up, and hit the bar like he did do, all of a sudden you're in front, and it's a different game.
I know.
Because it's a shootout, and it's just we done it wrong. Why would Ida want to take first penalty? I mean, the manager should be saying you're doing it.
Yeah.
You do that.
But Ida hits penalties. He's a penalty taker. He took penalty before he got to Celtic.
But Celtic, he's not a penalty taker.
I know, but he's still a penalty taker. Though.
No, he's not.
You weren't a penalty taker.
Sorry, playing amateur football, you can take a penalty.
No, he was penalty taker for Norwich. When he arrived at Celtic...
He didn't get a game for Norwich. He played for the reserves. That's a different...
He took penalties when he arrived at Celtic.
He never...
He did. Come on, look at the...
He never played for Norwich.
Right,
he was a reserve. So it's all right playing in reserve games.
Right.
Different in the category when that. His bottle went. Yeah. There's no 2 ways about it.
Aye.
And McGowan went up, and all of a sudden he's under pressure now. So,
out of interest, how many penalty shootouts did you take part in your career? Many? Did you take part many?
12.
Really? Aye.
12. Yeah. Got a couple for West Ham, a couple for Celtic.
No, I'm talking about shootouts.
Oh no.
No, did you remember? No.
Nah.
But so if you're taking a really vital penalty kick.
They were all right, vital.
I know, but when you're winning 4-0 and you get a penalty, it's not as vital as nothing each. But what was your thought process going up to strike the ball? 2
of the best penalty takers I've known was Ray Stewart and Julian Dix at West Ham. And Dixie used to say, smash it. It makes sure you hit the target.
Aye.
If the keeper saves it, how much a good save?
Yeah.
He says, when I don't know where it's going, what chance the keeper got?
Yeah. I suppose the difference is in a shootout, it doesn't matter if the keeper parries it. And in the 90 minutes,
but
the
it's
keeper
just
parries it.
made this keeper save it. I mean,
Yeah.
that these first two penalties the other night, it wasn't a save. He dived and it hit his body. I mean, they weren't even getting in the corner.
Best penalty kick taker I ever saw was Matt Letizia.
Yeah.
And I remember myself and a few mates were at away on a trip a few years ago, and we're staying in a hotel in Ireland, and Letizia was there, and he was walking past the table, and I said to Matt, can I ask you a question? And before I even got the question out, he went, Mark Crossley City Ground. Only time I ever missed a penalty. It took something like 51 and he scored 50.
It was great.
He was tremendous.
It was tremendous.
But we're going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Sunday, who's going to win at Ibrox?
I don't know. It's the one time.
It's a strange one, this, isn't it? Because they're both kind of.
I think it depends. They've got a new signing. Depends who Celtic bring in, because they've got a new signing. He'll be buoyant, and they'll be pushing. But they've got some players there that I think shouldn't be playing for Rangers. I think he's bought some players that, unless in the next few months they step up to the mark, the boys that he's brought on, bottom championship material. I think they're
So is it a classic case of both teams turn up and play to the potential Celtic win?
Celtic win, yeah. But
and the midfield's vital. So is Callum going to have to step up a wee bit?
He's got, listen, it was awful that night. I don't care what anyone says. Callum's one of our better players. Awful, sideways, backwards. I'm not having it. I don't.
It's a horseshoe again. It's up the left, does it work? Up the right, does it work?
I don't think that's a manager's decision. If I'm on that park, I can't remember what the manager told me.
Yeah.
If I see a pass, make it. If you lose the ball, get it back. That's the bottom line.
The advantage Celtic might have, well, number one, there's got a good number of Celtic supporters in Ibrox again for the first time in a while, and also, as far as the players on the pitch, there's a right few that have been to Ibrox and have played well at Ibrox. I'm thinking of Scales, McGregor, Carter, Vickers, Maeda scored there.
Listen, I think I wouldn't be too. It looks like Ralston might be injured, but I'd put the boy.
Kobe Donovan.
I'd put him in.
He looked good
He
when
looked
he came
good,
on.
of course he did. And so did the boy Dane
Murray.
Murray, he was.
Aye.
I like that's two boys that's coming through. This is the games that you want to play. See if you're coming through, you want to prove yourself in a game like that.
Yeah. What happens to Russell Martin if Celtic go and win on Sunday?
He's not right. He's
I think
out.
that's over.
Outdoor. I think it's embarrassing for the 49ers who flung their hat on the guy. But I think it might be too. He's coming out and speaking as if sometimes you've got to keep things indoors, Simon.
I know.
Sometimes. What Fergie, we were talking about Fergie earlier, a guest, and we're talking about him. But what he did, not a great one. He didn't talk to the cameras and say what
he defended his players to the hilt.
And so did Billy McNeil.
Yeah.
And then, but what he said to the cameras and what he said in the dressing room was two completely different things.
It's very evident that the Rangers players, and you look at Eggman, allegedly no one to go on the pitch.
That's a terrible situation. That is.
I know, but that tells you what the lack of respect for the manager.
I think I think he's away, but he's away.
Looks like it. As things stand, he'll be heading.
I just think Celtic's got to strengthen before Sunday. I'll tell you that. They've got 2 days, and the fans will not be happy.
By classic Celtic, there'll be about 3 people coming in the deadline day, and
wingers and this. I think we need more than that. We need to tighten up that mid. We need a strong midfield player.
Okay. Well, look, we're going to. It's always good to give you a wee extra bonus episode for all the many subscribers.
We don't get much chance to talk crap.
It's just the two of us. We should do that. Just have a wee. We wanted a wee bit of reaction.
It's a big one. It's a big one
on Sunday.
It's a horrible.
Give me a score prediction.
1-0
to Celtic. I'm going to say 2-1 to Celtic.
Yeah, I was going to say 2-1, but
I got it first. 1-0. I think there'll be more goals. I think that the Rangers' defence is, as we know, looking really decidedly ropey.
Yeah,
but Celtic can fold like a deck chair. Aye,
the Celtic forward line's not been doing it. So
okay, you're going 1-0. I'm going 2-1.
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay. We'll
I
see
hope
what happens then.
I hope it's a good game and it's for all the right reasons. And I hope the referees don't get involved and I hope VAR's no controversial.
And there's no stupidity in
because
among the fans.
we've done it. The week's finished. Both teams didn't do it. The coalition's been right out the window now. We've got to, the Champions League next year. I think we have to play 15 games before we get there. Something like that. I mean, I'm exaggerating a wee bit, but it's going to be 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
I know.
But so we've not done myself any.
No, it's not been a memorable week for Scottish football.
So let's hope we can put it back because a lot of people down south watch this.
Yeah.
And the old firm game of the Glasgow Derby, as they call it now. But you know what I mean. It's one of them. It is what it is. So hopefully, I hope it's a good game and it's for all the right reasons.
Right. We'll be talking about it in a few days and we can react to it. So. Thanks for joining us for a wee extra bonus episode of Let Me Be Frank podcast, and we will speak to you soon.
Don't forget, press a button, subscribe.
Hit subscribe. Let's get us through the 10,000 subscribers, Mark. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
Frank's going to take the 10,000 subscriber out for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Got jerseys, I've got tickets and all that. We're going to get
all sorts of things up its sleeve.
I know.
Right. Okay, take care, folks. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.